Hello, Scorpio. Welcome. This is Love in the Full Moon. So this is a general reading for all Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So take what works, leave what doesn't. The energy is whatever the energy has to be. So we're looking for messages for the greatest and highest good for all Scorpios in some kind of a relationship for this full moon of December, dear universe. Grateful, thankful for the messages for the greatest and highest good for all of our Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Well, you definitely have something you want to say, Scorpio. Your energy is really intense right now. I think there's, and I picked this up with Libra. So if you are a Scorpio, you might want to look at that Libra reading because you came up really heavy in it. And I pick up that there is a little stalking energy going on around you. I hate to say that, but I just feel like there's this somebody who's just keeping a close eye on someone. You know, it's like, here we have the Lovers with the Ten of Cups reversed. So and they're both reversed. The Lovers and the Ten of Cups reversed. So this relationship between you and your person, it's bad. You know, it's like there's a real disconnect. Somebody's not working. Somebody is working. Everything you try to do just doesn't seem to pan out. I think for a lot of you, you just want your freedom. You're being really patient, trying to figure things out. What am I going to do? You know, you may be involved with somebody who, you know, who just keeps a close eye on you. You know, like you're involved with somebody who has a very short leash on you. Wants to know where you are every minute of every day. What are you doing? When are you doing it? Who are you with? Who's around you? That's the kind of energy. And you don't like it. So Scorpio, I can't help but feel that there's other people involved, that it's not just you and your person, but it's you and your person and someone else, that there's a third person in this equation here who's watching you guys. Like I said, I pick up the stalking energy. And somebody's trying to get in the way of you in a relationship. A fire sign. Now I picked this up with Libra in the Libra reading, but I feel like there's a fire sign that's involved. So it could be an Aries, a Leo, a Sag. You know, but this person, you know, they don't want to end it with because I feel like there's an affair going on. Like somebody is seeing someone else and they want to get in the way of you and them and you and this other person. Like, and it's almost like they will do whatever it takes to stop you from having a relationship with somebody. Now, on another note, you might be involved with somebody. Because here we have the King of Pentacles again, and it's reversed. So you might be involved with somebody. This is again, I keep picking up that there's a third person involved, and this person, is really controlling, and it's like this is somebody who I think manages all the finances, keeps you from doing anything. Maybe some of you are wanting to get a job, you know, so that you can be more on your own. But the relationship you have with this King of Pentacles is really bad, you know, and all you have wanted really is to get away from them, to just end this, the end, close the door, be done with them. And you're trying to figure out how to do that, but there's something that's holding you to this King of Pentacles. Because there's a lot of conflict, inner conflict, and again, there's like this need, this disconnect, because there's a true love triangle and somebody who you just don't love them anymore. You know what I mean? Like you don't love this person anymore, and you don't want to be with them anymore because you're not happy. You're just not happy. And I feel like you know what you're supposed to be doing, but you're not doing it. You know, something has to stop. Something has to change. This King of Cups, is that you? Scorpio. This is a water sign. You know, I feel this real disconnect, this, you know, conflict, this, you know, nobody is dealing with everything rationally. Because if you, Scorpio, have a choice between two different people, you know, I don't think either one is good. Honestly. I think, you know, you're fooling yourself. You're better off alone doing your own thing. Yeah, you're better off on your own. You know, because I feel like somebody who you're with, maybe this King of Pentacles, who's promising you the world, is not going to give you the world. And you know that. You know, and you know, if you're trying to control all of the situations around you, you know, that's backfiring on you too. So I feel like emotionally you're a wreck. So you're better off alone. Money is really difficult right now. There's a lot of, there's an ending with the family situation. So I wonder whether you're in the middle of a divorce or you're wanting to get a divorce because, you know, there's this lack. I mean, you just don't love this person anymore and you just don't even want to be with them anymore. You're just not happy. And I think it's driving you to do other things, seeing other people. But how do you get away? Maybe you already did get away. Maybe you're separated, but your person, they got a close eye on you. Close eye on you. Wow. See, I get this King of Cups to me is somebody who is very, very controlling, who, you know, it's like they're a narcissist. I don't say that word lightly with this card. You know, this is somebody who you cannot please. Emotionally, they're so disconnected. Like they're clueless when it comes to love. And I think, you know, it's one of those things, you know, this is such a bad relationship with this person. I mean, really, but you're connected somehow. And you're also at a point where you're really stuck. Like, I really don't know how I'm ever going to find my happiness again. So there's a lot of anxiety going on around you. A lot of anxiety. And I think you're really wanting to just be alone and pull back. Because this King of Cups, they're going to make sure that you are miserable. And again, this third person energy. And now we have a King of Swords. How are you going to balance all of these relationships? See, I think there's a player among this reading. I mean, a big time player. And it doesn't matter who this person is. They're going to be with you. And the next one that they meet and somebody looks at them, gives them a wink. Now they're going to go out with them. I mean, this person, they just hurt left and right. And you, Scorpio, you know, here it is. The Three of Swords. Whoever this is, maybe it's you. Maybe it's you having all these affairs, but how are you going to balance all of these different energies? Because not one of them is upright. So I feel like all of these people that you are dealing with, you know, they're not even, I mean, they're not worth your time of day. And you're trying to balance all these different relationships when I think you're better off alone. And among these relationships, there's one that is from your past that you can't seem to get rid of. Wow. So you're trying to put all of this together. Whoa. Talk about confusion. And what happens? It builds up a lot of anger. I don't see this scenario going good in any direction, Scorpio. Really. It's like there's so much heartbreak. There's like, whoever this person is so selfish. So selfish. They think that life revolves around them and no one else. And they're going to figure out, I mean, there's somebody who just, it's like they have no conscience. Ooh, talk about being depressed. Because I think you ask yourself, when am I ever going to be happy? Well, I think you're looking for love in all the wrong places. So maybe you should start there. All right, let's see. Anything else for our Scorpios? Yeah, you're just kind of hanging in suspension, wondering what to do. Let's get some advice, all right, because this is pretty intense. What advice do you have, your universe, for our Scorpios regarding the spread? I mean, I just feel like your life is intense right now. I think you created it. Now what are you going to do? All these secret, hidden, like, affairs. The universe, what messages, advice. Ooh. So I feel like communication comes into play. So maybe you need to talk to these people. I think if you say, I think you need to own the reality of the situation. Okay? Because if somebody has broken your heart, has cheated on you, but I get the feeling that it's you, Scorpio, that you've got a lot of different people that you're messing around with. You know, I think you need to pull back and really go back and look at what is the one person that would make me happy and make things work. Oh, and yet another king. The only king that comes out upright. So I think what ends up happening, talk about drama to the nth degree. Holy cow. All right, so what I feel like happening, and the only king that comes up upright is this King of Wands. Somebody who is very creative. They might even be a redhead. Somebody who you've been avoiding because you don't think it would ever work with them. I think you come in contact with them. And I just get this sense of calm. It's like all of this stuff, you start to see that all of this, these people, these affairs, these men, you know, this is the one that you've wanted. Wow, so there's a lot of options for some of you out there. And I think you need to look to the fire sign. If there's a fire sign out there, it could be anybody, but this King of Wands, you know, it's an Aries, a Leo, a Sag, somebody like that. I think you'll find out that, you know, they will hold you in high esteem. They will adore you. And you've been avoiding them. Maybe it's time to talk to them and leave all of these other guys behind. Wow. All right, so if you are involved with somebody from your past, okay, let's talk about that because I feel like this is really important. Because this person who you are married to or you were married to, I don't feel like you're married to them anymore. Or you were married to them. Let's see if we can get some advice on how to handle them. You need to talk to them. See, again, communication comes up. And this full moon happens to be in Gemini. So Gemini is a very mental, very communicative type of energy. So maybe you need to see them again. Maybe you need to talk to them again. Maybe you need to just kind of clear the air. Because I get the feeling that this explosive energy comes around you so that it can be cleared. So that you can start to find balance rather than trying to balance all of these things. You yourself find some balance. You know, because you start to see what relationships you need to walk away from that you're trying to hang on to that aren't working. You know, because you're hanging on to stuff that's just not working. You're better off alone. You're happier alone. You know, because having all of these different people in your life, trying to figure out who do you want to go out with and who's your person, you know, that's like throwing you. So if you've got a lot of choices and you're dating around a lot, maybe, you know, you realize you don't want to date around so much and maybe you just want to settle in on just one person. And it's the one person who you've been avoiding. That's probably the one that you need to be with. Anyway, if it resonated, I appreciate you hitting a thumbs up, a like, a share, a comment. And if it didn't, stay tuned. Next week, I'll be throwing out some bonus readings. And then the following week, we'll be doing Love and the New Moon. So we'll see what's in those readings for you there. So until then, blessed be. Bye now.